Escucha hasta 30 veces mejor por tan solo $29.95. Pero hay más. Le doblaremos la oferta gratis. Solo pague el procesamiento y envío. Escuche mejor. MSA30X. Obtenga 2 por tan solo $29.95.
Todo lo que puedo decir es pruébalo. Puede cambiar tu vida.
Llame al 1-800-561-9556. Llame ahora.
El disparo se lo lleva Neymar. Gol de Neymar. Las Palmas. El gol de Quique.
No es solo 11 contra 11. Ganar o perder. 4-4-2 o 4-3-3. Está lleno de historias de generosidad, sacrificio, superación y compañerismo. Valores que se aprenden dentro de la cancha y te ayudan a crecer fuera. Porque el fútbol es mucho más que fútbol.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos a la última jornada del fútbol español. Se cierra la liga y también se cierra un capítulo enorme en la historia del fútbol de aquel país, en el viejo continente, porque será el último partido disputado en el Vicente Calderón. Se cierra una etapa. El Atlético de Madrid hoy juega de local frente al Athletic Club, despidiendo a su estadio con muchísima afición, con muchísima gente. Y lo vamos a vivir a continuación. No se lo pierdan. Enseguida regresamos. Se viene Atlético ante Athletic en la jornada 38 de la Liga de España.
Cámbiate al equipo ganador de Cricket Wireless. Tenemos más cobertura 4G LTE que T-Mobile o Sprint. Y si haces el cambio ahora, obtienes un nuevo smartphone gratis. Con planes desde $30 al mes. Cricket Wireless, un motivo para sonreír.
Cortó el disparo al palo de Juan Cari, va a ser gol. Es que la pide Luca, Cristiano le pega.
I see stories in people's faces, in their hands, in their eyes. People tell me stories without saying one word, so I listen. Then I give it back. What are you chasing? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
Continuamos en el Vicente Calderón, en el último partido en este estadio para el Atlético de Madrid. Se cierra la Liga y aquí recordamos un poquito la historia. 79 veces se han encontrado estos dos equipos, 46 victorias para el Atleti, 19 para el conjunto que hoy será visitante, 147 goles a favor para el equipo que dirige el Cholo Simeone, 85 para el de Valverde. ¿Será sonrisa para el Atlético? ¿Será sonrisa para el Athletic? ¿Y qué pasará en el Valencia-Villarreal y el Celta-Real Sociedad? Vamos a estar en los tres estadios. Nuestro partido principal, por supuesto, será el que se jugará en el Vicente Calderón. No se vayan, regresamos enseguida. Se cierra la liga y la vivimos aquí en vivo por beIN Sports.
En todo el mundo, a toda hora, defendemos todo lo que valoramos en nuestra comunidad. Descubre más en Navy.com.
Déjame adivinar. ¿Dejaste tu billetera en tus otros pantalones?
Sí, necesito dinero. Ya no puedo llegar tarde al juego.
No hay problema. Puedes usar tu app de Wells Fargo para retirar dinero de nuestros cajeros automáticos.
Sí, mucho mejor. Muchas gracias. Ya sabes que el equipo la verdad me necesita.
Claro que sí.
No, es que en serio, sin mí no pueden ganar.
Tía, eres mi favorita.
Ay, mi amor. Adiós, tía.
¡Abuelos! ¡Abuela, mi favorita!
Ahora tendrás más espacio para todos tus favoritos. El totalmente nuevo Atlas de Volkswagen, con espacio para 7 y la mejor garantía limitada para SUVs en Estados Unidos.
Nosotros, los que vivimos on the go, queremos más que datos ilimitados. Queremos entretenimiento ilimitado. Porque queremos suspenso ilimitado.
Sí, Uri.
Ver deportes ilimitados. Y drama ilimitado. Pero también queremos más, como acceso ilimitado a HBO. ¡Ilimitado!
No te conformes con cualquier plan de datos ilimitados. Solo el plan AT&T Unlimited Plus incluye HBO sin costo adicional.
La Liga Santander es presentado por AT&T y traído en parte por Volkswagen, Napa Auto Parts, pura calidad, y Miller Lite, la cerveza light original. Es Miller Time.
Very final time in La Liga to the Vicente Calderón. It's a very special, a very emotional afternoon here for the Colchoneros, the Atletico fans who have filled the stadium in the south of Madrid on the Manzanares to commemorate the final game that Atletico Madrid will play here in La Liga. This will of course host the Copa del Rey final next weekend. Atletico not present. Let's run you through the team, shall we? Jan Oblak in goal. Thomas, Savic, Saul and Lucas at the back. Makeshift defence due to injuries for Diego Simeone. It's Koke, Thiago, Gabi and Carrasco in midfield. And leading the line, Antoine Griezmann and El Nino, Fernando Torres. Perfect that Fernando Torres should be leading the line for the club where he grew up. The club that formed him into the player he is, where he learnt his trade and where he's an absolute hero. Fernando Torres leading the line on the final ever La Liga match at the Vicente Calderón. Senor Estrada Fernandez is the referee for tonight's game, and Atletico Madrid, of course, playing against an Athletic Club who will be hoping to spoil the party. Athletic Club need points here if they want to finish in the European places. They're currently in 6th, but tied on points with Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad play away at Celta, and if they win and Athletic don't, then Athletic Club are out of Europe next season. It's Kepa in goal for Los Leones, De Marcos, Lloret, Laporte and Balenciaga at the back in front of them. San Jose and Iturraspe. It's Raul Garcia who returns to the Vicente Calderón and plays alongside Benyat and Ikamunyain as the more offensive midfielders. And in front of them, leading the line, Aritz Aduriz. So it's a huge afternoon for both clubs for two very different reasons. A sentimental and emotional afternoon for Atletico Madrid as they bid farewell to the Vicente Calderón. For Athletic Club, well, it's quite simply an afternoon where they need points. Their head-to-head is better than Real Sociedad's. They're currently above their Basque rivals in the league table. However, they need to match their result away at Celta in order to finish in the top 6. and qualify for the Europa League next season. Atletico Madrid in recent years have performed very well against Athletic Club. They've won 10 of the last 13 against the Basques. They'll be hoping to finish in style here at the Vicente Calderón. Referee's going to start this one over again, and we're underway for the final time in La Liga at the Vicente Calderón. The ball's been put straight out of play. It's Atletico Madrid in their red and white shirts, kicking from left to right. Athletic Club on the right-hand side of your pictures, and it was Aduriz jumping for that one. It's back with Jan Oblak, who will once again win the Zamora Trophy for the goalkeeper who's conceded least goals in La Liga. It's a prize that's been won by an Atletico Madrid goalkeeper for 4 of the 5 years that Simeone has been here as coach. Quite incredible, really. Really has tightened things up at the back since his arrival, as well as many other things. Diego Simeone really has turned this club around, and he'll be in charge of this new era, moving the club to the Metropolitano, the new stadium, in a completely different part of the city. It's a big challenge for Simeone and for Atletico Madrid. Headers won by Tomas, and it's allowed to roll out of play by Laporte, who throws the ball back into his goalkeeper Kepa. There is Simeone. They're not going to win silverware, of course, this season, Atletico. Nonetheless, it's another third-place finish for them. They did, of course, make it through to the Champions League semi-final as well. So as far as a trophyless season goes, they haven't performed badly, Atletico Madrid. And there is Ernesto Valverde. It's not been a bad season for him either. He'll be hoping that his Athletic Club side can finish in the top 6 and qualify for Europe next season. That really will be job done. Will he be there next season? Well, that's the big question. Certainly one of, if not the favourite, to take over from Luis Enrique as Barcelona boss come next season. And there you can see the league table. As things stand, with a point here, Athletic Club will qualify for the Europa League. However, the moment that Real Sociedad go 1-up against Celta, that completely changes. They need to match that score, or better, of course, to finish above Real Sociedad in the table. A victory, of course, would take them ahead of Villarreal if they were unable to win away at Valencia. However, a point wouldn't be good enough to finish above Villarreal for Athletic, because Villarreal have a better head-to-head. As the ball's played through, it's a chance here to get a cross in. Well, it was Lucas who made the challenge, won the ball. It's given away now by Griezmann. A lot of early possession for Athletic Club at the moment. Here's Uri. Finds DeMarcos. It's picked up by Aduriz, who tries one from distance. ball back with Athletic Club. Stab through towards Balenciaga. He can't pick it up, and it's a chance maybe for Atletico to break. As the ball's played over the top. It's Carrasco on the run. It's a good ball in as well, looking for Fernando Torres. Just too far in front of El Nino, and it's out for a throw on the far side. It's an excellent run from Carrasco. Fernando Torres had made that far post run, but there was just too much on the ball. Well, they've got third place secured, but Diego Simeone living the game as if it was a cup final, as he always does, of course. Here was a challenge moments earlier from Lucas. Claims of a handball from Oscar de Marcos, but you could see it was completely unintentional. Definitely not arm to ball. Just landed on top of it, didn't he? Here's Balenciaga on this near side for Athletic Club. Turns it back inside to Oscar Muniain. It's Beñat with a lovely pass over to the far side for Oscar de Marcos. The ball inside from Raul Garcia was a loose one. It's one back though by Athletic Club, and it's Beñat who's bringing it forwards. Oscar de Marcos on the far side. Oscar de Marcos again. This ball in, headed over the top by Arid Salaris. Half a chance. Well, there's a real party atmosphere inside Vicente Calderón, as you'd expect. The final league game for Atletico Madrid in their old home, which opened in 1966, so just over half a century old. And as fate would have it, it was Luis Aragonés who scored the first ever goal here at the Vicente Calderón. Luis Aragonés, of course, who would go on to be such an important player and later coach of this Atletico Madrid team. So the ball's played over the top. It's a great piece of play from Atletico Madrid, and it's the first goal. Griezmann headers it across goal. And Atletico Madrid have taken the lead, and who else but Fernando Torres to score on what is Atletico Madrid's final home game at the Vicente Calderón. What a moment that is, and what a well-worked goal it was too. It's a great ball over the top, clever from Griezmann, who heads it across, and there was Fernando Torres. It couldn't be more perfect. The script was written, and Fernando Torres has put the finishing touch to the opening goal here. 8 minutes on the clock. Atletico Madrid 1, Athletic Club 0. And it's El Nino who scored in his and Atletico's last ever appearance at this famous stadium. And that's what it means to the fans. They've got a wonderful fan base, Atletico Madrid. Make a lot of noise. They've always made a lot of noise inside this stadium. They'll have to do the same at the Metropolitano. It's a brilliant ball over the top from Thiago. He spotted Griezmann's run. Griezmann was also intelligent enough and unselfish enough to header the ball back across goal. And into the path of Fernando Torres, who converted to make it 1-0 here at the Vicente Calderon. And it's bad news, of course, for Athletic Club. That draw for Real Sociedad away at Celta. Well, it's currently 0-0 there, which means, of course, that Real Sociedad would creep a point ahead of their local rivals and finish in the top 6 at Athletic Club's expense. It's a lovely ball through, though, for Oscar de Marcos. It was Beñat with the pass, and it's flicked on by Aduriz and away by Thomas Partey. Now it's Carrasco over the top, looking for Fernando Torres. Lovely first touch from Fernando Torres. Now it's Griezmann. Could be Torres again. Oh, it is! Fernando Torres makes it 2-0. And what about that for a counter-attack? Absolutely fantastic from Atletico Madrid. And Fernando Torres scores twice inside 11 minutes. And it's the perfect party atmosphere for Atletico Madrid in their final game at the Vicente Calderon. Their striker, the man who spent his entire career almost playing for this club, has scored his second. And he kisses the badge to show the fans exactly what it means. It was Griezmann over the top, Koke nodded it back in, and Torres with a brilliant finish. Well, it's a superb finish from Fernando Torres. It's bouncing in front of him, and he hooks it with his left foot right into the far top corner. Brilliant finish from Torres. Another brilliant Atletico Madrid goal. And within 11 minutes, it's 2-0 to the home side, and that could be Athletic Club bidding farewell to Europe next season. Basically 2 chances for Atletico Madrid in this game, and they've converted both of them. Both by El Nino. Bit of pushing and shoving in the area that the referee, Estrada Fernandez, didn't like. It's going to be a free kick for Atletico Madrid. Savic. Gabi back into the centre-back, Savic, who plays a long ball forward, looking for Fernando Torres, but it's over his head. Now it's Balenciaga. Well watched by Thomas. And a throw in for Athletic Club. Well, it's nice to see The fans appreciating each and every member of Cholo Simeone's technical staff. We just saw El Mono Burgos wave to the fans in appreciation, as did El Profe, who's the man that keeps Atletico Madrid in shape, the physical trainer. It's a nice turn by Torres. He's playing really well. He's released Carrasco on the far side. Here's Koke. Into Gavi. Now it's Antoine Griezmann. Now Thiago. Applause from the fans as they appreciate this football that Atletico Madrid are playing at the moment, passing the ball around with real confidence, although they've just lost it as I say that. Balenciaga's ball in. Well, it was Aduriz who leapt for it. It's the second time we've seen him put an opportunity over the crossbar. It was a really good opportunity that time for Aduriz. Couldn't get it on target though. As you'd expect, the fans on their feet, enjoying every second of this Atletico Madrid's final ever performance at the Vicente Calderón. Here's the first goal again. It was Thiago's pass over the top. The header was from Antoine Griezmann, and the finish by Fernando Torres.